So it turns out that there's actually two ways in order to join the Vigilant for A Tale of Blood and Snow. One would just be coming to Stendarr's Beacon, without being a vampire at all. But if you go through the 3 dream sequences and are confronted by Vilgaslack and Yelkar and tasked with joining either the Cronvangr or the Quora, you can instead come to Stendarr's Beacon and talk to them, where in that case they'll instruct you go to Morthal, be cured, and then you can join us. For this, I'm instead just going the normal route, where not a vampire, so they're not gonna threaten me.
The mercy of Stendarr be with you. Here on a pilgrimage.
What is this place?
This is Stendarr's Beacon. From here, we send vigilants across Skyrim, hunting Daedra, vampires, and other monsters that seek to harm the innocent.
Oh, things that go bump in the dark, got it. How are the Vigilants dealing with the vampire threat?
After the attack on the Hall of the Vigilant, the vampires are our top priority. Right now, Keeper Ciirta is gathering information on the clans. Once we know what they're plotting, we can put a stop to it. Actually, we sent a scout to Cronvangr Cave the other day, but they never reported back.
Cronvangr Cave, you say, huh? How interesting.
The mercy of Stendarr be with you. Here on a pilgrimage.
Yeah, so that's the thing. He doesn't actually
for Skyrim
technically instruct you to go there. It's just he mentions it and you go, oh, okay. I'll investigate. I'll check it out. I get that it's almost treating it more so as a rumor in that case, but I kind of wish that he instead was like, oh, if you would be so kind as to investigate, it would really help us out. Our forces are stretched thin. Just something to that extent could be maybe like a nice addition or a nicer way to kick that off. And I did go ahead and change the radiance needed for each of the special quests just to make it a little bit more in line with what's needed for the main quest. So, Special Quest 1 will trigger the same time as Main Quest 1, Special Quest 2 around the same time as Main Quest 2, Special Quest 3 right before Main Quest 3, and Special Quest 4 same time as Main Quest 3. Mainly just because I feel that, I can get an idea of what the Radiant quests are after 9 or so. I do very much like that we have new Radiant quests, because I think that can be really helpful for, making a playthrough feel a little bit more interesting. And in the case of this, having those new Radiant quests for presumably each of the factions, I think once again adds a little bit more to replayability when you go back, make a new playthrough, and decide to align with another of the factions, aside from, whichever one you sided with the first time. But it's fairly similar to how, I'm going to use the example of the Companions. In order to continue the Companions quest line, you do need to do at least a couple raiding quests along the way, and after doing a couple of those for the Companions leaders, that's when they'll come to you and say, oh, okay, we're ready for you to join the circle now. Because you need to kind of prove your worth to them. And it did feel that way with the Cronvangr, at least, where it felt like I was working to prove myself to them, which I think is a good way to do it. It makes sense, and then it also aligns with how, vanilla Skyrim does it, to make it feel a little bit more integrated. I feel like it'll also just be interesting to see this side of it now, to kind of see the Cronvangr as enemies, knowing how much I already know about them. Yeah. Could steal their boots, could steal everything of theirs. Maybe I'll switch to Vigil armor for this. Just, to look the part, to look the role. I'm gonna take it. Sorry about that, little disrespectful. Maybe they would have given me my own had I just waited. Keeper Ciirta, my investigation has uncovered disturbing news. The feuding Quora and Cronvangr vampire clans are both amassing their forces in preparation for some large action, and I fear the innocents of Skyrim will be caught in the middle. I know our numbers at Stendarr's Beacon are low, but we must do whatever we can to stop this before it's too late. Well, might have been a little too late for you. Nice armor you got there. Do you like mine? Do you like my matching armor? Just don't ask how I got it. Also, don't smell it.
Always in the light, or we
The
will
mercy
drag-
of Stendar be with you. You're on a pilgrimage.
No, I'm here to apply for a job. I want to join the Vigilant.
Ha! Friend, you have no idea how perfect your timing is.
Am I gonna give him the note, by the
You'll
way?
want to talk to Ciirta. She's the keeper of this outpost. Here, I'll unlock the door for you. Tricky little enchantment.
Yeah, because I feel like... Well, maybe I give her the note. I hope I do at least.
Go on in. Speak to Ciirta.
Yeah, I almost wish that I had maybe said to him, I have urgent news for Keeper
Go on
Ciirta.
in. Speak to Ciirta.
It's a little thing. It's just me, having my opinions, as I often do.
Greetings, Pilgrim. I am Ciirta Antabolus, Keeper of Stendarr's Beacon. How can I assist?
Oh, I'm sorry, I called you Antabolus before. I'd like to join the Vigilant. I bring word of vampiric activity.
Oh, well, new blades are always welcome. Tell me about these vampires.
She sounds a little doubtful of me, which I am new.
Hero named Ragnar the Red. Things happened and then he was dead.
Yeah, that's the song. I know that song. Yeah, he sang it perfectly. Found a report from a fallen Vigilant about the Quora and Cronvangr clans.
The Quora and the Cronvangr. Yes, I know of them. They're two of the most dangerous vampire clans in Skyrim. The Cronvangr are an ancient clan. They're responsible for countless vampire attacks in the eastern holds of Skyrim. Along with the Volkihar, the Cronvangr have historically been among the most powerful clans in Skyrim. The Quora are relative newcomers, but that just makes them more dangerous. They arrived from Vardenfell in the aftermath of the Red Year. They're infamous for their brutality. Most vampires work through stealth and magic, but the Quora prefer direct violence.
And dwarven stuff.
In a way, we're fortunate that the two clans are feuding. If either were to gain the upper hand, all of Skyrim would be in danger.
Yeah, been there, done that. Skyrim in danger. Skyrim's always in danger. Well, shouldn't the Vigilant be fighting them?
We are, as best we can.
She got so defensive.
Our numbers are small, and the Church of Stendar only provides so much funding. It limits what we can do. But you've joined us now. That's one more member to join the fight. Speaking of, you should introduce yourself to the others. I'll explain how we've been fighting the vampires after that.
All right, can do, will do. I want to talk to your, to your singer over here.
Greetings,
Oh,
friend.
God.
How can Vidkun assist?
Oh, calm down, Vidkun. Maybe put a shirt on. Pleased to meet you. I've just joined the Vigilant.
It is good to have more warriors among us. Skyrim is filled with monsters, and we need all the blades we can get if we're to face them. I am Vidkun Fangbreaker. It is my mission to hunt the brutal Quora wherever they appear. I hope we will hunt together.
All right. I will say I find it slightly ironic that a vampire hunter would leave his neck so exposed. Also, it's cold out. You're gonna get a little nippy. What do you know about vampires?
Twisted beasts. Their existence is a foul parody of mortal life.
Ooh.
Their mere
like that.
existence spreads Molag Bal's influence. We must hunt them down wherever they hide.
Parody of life. Can I steal that one? I like that a lot. And why do they call you Fangbreaker?
Because that is how I hunt. I make myself look vulnerable, unarmored.
Okay, there you
But
go.
in truth, I have cast a silverflesh spell on myself.
Okay, and he
When a
talks about that. He
vampire
brings
comes
it
to
up.
bite me, their fangs shatter against my skin.
Yep, because joining the Cronvangr and having to fight him, yes, he has the spell tome for Silverflesh. He must be an amazing mage then, because it has a very high level requirement. How did you invent such a unique style?
I was hunting in the wilds, pursuing a saber cat. It was a bloody battle. After the hunt, I stopped to wash myself in a hot spring when a witch stole my clothes.
Happens in Morrowind a lot.
I chased after her, with nothing but a Silverflesh spell to ward against the cold. The chase led me to a vampire cave, where I found their fangs could not penetrate the spell. The entire clan fell to my fists that day. Never did find my clothes, though.
I can see that. Why'd you join the Vigilant?
I've always relished the hunt. Chasing a dangerous beast through the wilds, matching my strength against the beasts. And what greater glory is there than to hunt abominations? The foul beasts think mortals are their prey. I show them how wrong they are.
Alright, well, good talking to you.
For Skyrim.
Man, a master singer, clearly a master mage, and, well, frankly, ripped. Like, let's cut to the chase. He's a little ripped. Coat of flower. I don't recognize it, but I wonder if that's just... No, it's new then. Okay, that's completely new, because unless it comes from another creation, like a creation club thing, I'm not sure. Let me look real fast. Okay, it's part of the Rare Curios collection, sorry. Listen, it's been years since some of that stuff came out. I still don't know. I still don't remember, frankly.
Do you need something?
Are you alright?
Oh, pardon me. I'm afraid I'm a bit jumpy. My team and I were ambushed by vampires on our last patrol. Oh, they were Cronvangr, hiding in the shadows and striking when our backs were turned.
Tried to tie you up with their
I
webs,
was lucky
huh?
to make it out alive, but my comrades didn't. You're a warrior, right? I'm counting on you to help me avenge them.
Is Ciirta a good leader?
She's a wonderful keeper. Without her, Stendarr's beacon would have been decommissioned years ago. Her devotion to spreading Stendarr's mercy is truly admirable. Don't let her youth fool you. Ciirta is a worthy leader.
I wouldn't have, no. I wasn't gonna say anything about her age. What do you know about vampires?
Well, I know Stendarr's teachings tell us to be ruthless when dealing with abominations, but...
Uh-oh.
Well, truth be told, there is precedent for benign vampires. We have records of vampires who feed only on condemned criminals. Or volunteers. Of course, such vampires are a tiny minority. The vast majority not only target innocents, they take pleasure in it. Still, I hope none of the vampires we face are among those benign ones.
I do like that she brings it up because, once again, if we go back to Elder Scrolls Online lore, there is a house of vampires called House Ravenwatch, where they're all vampires, but they either drink non-human blood or from volunteers, and their whole goal is to try and stop the more insidious vampires out there. And tell me about yourself. I'll get to you in a minute. You're a little clingy right now, whoever you are.
There's not much to tell, really.
Don't be so modest.
I'm a scholar. I study medicine and how to use the healing arts to fight Daedric influence. My goal is to one day invent a potion that can cure Daedric influences, forcibly returning vampires and werewolves back to their true forms. I haven't made any progress, though.
I will say forcing them back into their true forms does sound good for us fighting them, but mildly malicious. What do you have for sale?
Various magical goods. Let me know if you want any.
I just want to see. I just want to take a quick look. Okay, here we go. Some new spells. Blinding Eclipse. Improves block by 15% for 60 seconds. Blocked attacks inflict stun damage to undead attackers. And that is kind of like the main new spell for right now, but still pretty cool, pretty good.
Stay vigilant.
Same to you. All right, listen, you...
Haven't seen you here before. What are you doing here?
You were just being a little pushy, you know?
Do you need something?
No, you're fine.
Haven't seen you here before. What are you doing here?
I'm just glad to be part of the Vigil.
Why? Nothing fun about fighting monsters. We do this because it's needed, not for fun. Less your vidkin.
I'm keeping
Name's
my
Daedra.
shirt on.
I'll learn yours once I think you're likely to survive.
Oh, you're gonna be the namasseur of the group. Got it. What should I know about vampires?
Every clan is different. There's countless strains of the vampirism disease, and each strain has different abilities. Treat every vampire as a unique monster. That way, you'll never be caught off guard.
What do you think about the Vigilant?
We're the last line of defense between the Daedra and the innocents of Tamriel. Not that the rest of Tamriel seems to realize that. We have to rely on funding from the Church of Stendarr because none of the Jarls here want to donate anything to us.
Well, you know they have a civil war going on. Why did you join the Vigilant?
There's a clan of vampires in Valenwood, the Telboth. They target children, take their place. They act like part of the family until everyone's guard is down, then strike. My little sister was one of their victims. They replaced her and went after us. I was the only survivor.
I'm sorry.
I'm not looking for pity. You asked, I answered.
All
All
right.
that matters to me is that no other families can fall victim.
So note to self, I gotta try and win you over.
For Skyrim,
Got it.
Need something?
Oh, and okay, yep, you keep walking. Is that everyone? How did this come to be the... how did you come to lead this branch of the Vigilant?
Use a bow.
I suppose I was raised for it. My parents left me at an old Stendarr temple named Stun's Ravine when I was an infant. I never learned why. I'm not even sure who my parents were, but I was raised by the Vigilants there. They brought me up to follow the teachings of Stendarr, to protect the innocent and hunt the wicked wherever I can. On my 15th birthday, I came here on a pilgrimage, only to find the Keeper dead, murdered.
Oh.
I spent months investigating, studying the history of the beacon and its keeper until I had enough evidence to locate the murderer. I tracked down the killer, a rogue vigilant who had been seduced by Daedra worship, and brought them and their allies to justice. For my valor, I was appointed the new keeper. I have lived here ever since.
What do you know about Skyrim's vampires?
Skyrim has always been plagued by vampires. The mother of all vampires, Lame Bal, was said to have been turned here in Skyrim.
Because she was needed,
In
right?
fact, there is a theory that Shriekwind Bastion is named for the legendary screams of Lame,
Oh.
which are said to echo through Skyrim to this day.
Is it really?
The Volkihar are the oldest still existent clan in Skyrim, but far from the only one. The Old Holds, Eastern Skyrim that is, have long been plagued by the spider vampires, the Cronvangr. And shortly after the Red Year, the Quara clan vampires arrived from Vardenfell and quickly seized control of Western Skyrim from the local clans. Historically, there have been several other notable clans: the Night Hollow, the Snowbrood, the Lothid, though those are all believed to be extinct. In modern times, the three primary clans are the Quara, Cronvangr, and Volkihar. Most other so-called clans are small gatherings of strays. But regardless of how they identify, all vampires pose an equal threat to the people of Skyrim.
Can I help
We
you?
must act quickly to oppose these clans. If any of them are allowed to gain power, the innocents of Skyrim will face a terror like no other.
Well, tell me more about the Vigilant.
That's quite a broad question. Was there something specific you wish to ask?
Do we get dental? Because, that's fairly important. To me, at least. What's the history of Stendarr's beacon?
It was originally designed to guide lost travelers. The flames of the beacon help wanderers find their way in even the worst blizzards.
You guys eavesdrop a lot.
After a while, the Church of Stendar took over the beacon. Along with maintaining the fire, our duties expanded to include caring for any injured. When the Vigil was formed, the beacon became a staging ground for our operation. All the purposes remain.
Oh, audio cut
Stendar's
out there.
beacon will always be a guide for those lost in the dark.
Why did the Vigil choose here for a base?
It allows us to monitor the pass to and from Morrowind, while also providing a good vantage point for monitoring Skyrim. If only we'd had a presence here earlier, we could have prevented the Quora from ever establishing a foothold in Skyrim. In my studies, I also found some documents indicating that this area was once the site of an incursion by the Daedric Prince Nocturnal. I imagine the founders wanted a constant presence here in case it turned out that some of her shrikes had escaped our purge.
All right. I would imagine I can come back to some of these dialogue options later. Or at least I'm hoping that I can. I don't necessarily need more information on each of the members right now.
All right then.
Is that everyone?
Well, there's Bazur, but you already met him.
Yeah, he buzzed me in.
I'm afraid we're a rather small group. Even the rest of the Vigil think our crusade is futile, that we should hunt Daedra instead of vampires. I'm glad you understand the danger posed by the vampire clans. We'll need your help before long. You see, I think the vampires are preparing for something. They've been more active than usual. I've been doing my best to investigate, but I've not found anything yet. For now, see if you can help the others. They're all working to weaken the vampires in their own ways. Vidkun focuses his hunts mostly on the Quora, and De Gale focuses mainly on the Cronvangr. Raylan handles other requests for aid.
Okay.
I have some assignments as well, come to think of it.
I like that. All right, and she hands out assignments too. Yeah, so I can more specifically target Cronvangr, Quora. I'm assuming you have more, requests for potion ingredients and stuff like that, but I also like that we were kind of given upfront of, this is their set of specialties. Oh, the robes disappeared.
Need something?
So I'm just fixing the robes for you. Gonna borrow the amulet of Stendar, gonna pray at the shrine. Yeah, and we also have our dossiers here as well. Which, it goes over some of the basics of each of the clan. It goes into their history, key members, so on and so forth. Alright. Well, in that case, let me take a jump.
something?
Man, you guys really do have it rough here, don't you? You guys are sleeping in the hay, you don't even get beds. Oh. I like this though, we're the underdogs.
I'm afraid I'm waiting for a message right now. See if the others need help.
No, I'm here to help you. Do you have any missions for me?
One of the vilest behaviors of vampires is their taking of cattle, enthralled citizens they use for food. I want to see these poor souls rescued.
Alright, I'll rescue them.
Those poor innocents need us. I hope we're not too late. Watch where you're going!
I was standing right here, you bumped into me. Okay, rescue the vampire's captive from Broken Fang Cave. Optional, kill the leader of the Cronvangr outpost. Can do.
Hello?
Pizza
Thought I
delivery.
heard It's nothing!
I would like to trade you a pizza for your cattle. I think that is a fair trade. I think that is a fairly fair trade. Have you guys ever had pizza before? It's delicious. You'll love it. You'll forget about blood before you know it.
Fus Roda!
Whoop. Yep.
Looky here. Looks like we got ourselves a hero.
Okay, so you can flat out fail the quest. You can flat out fail, and fail I did. Because I just shouted with reckless abandon, and that... Oh. I don't think they had intended for it to give that message if they were dead. We're gonna reload. We're gonna do that again, this time without the accidental murder. When you think about it, though, I was really just trying to free them from this cursed existence. I don't know if Keeper Ciirta would really believe that, though. I don't know if she would really accept that excuse.
Looks like we got ourselves a hero.
Alright, I just gotta be careful. I gotta be real careful. See? You're alive. The thrall's been given instructions to the Vigil safe house. Yeah, alright. See, there you go. Much better. That's how it was supposed to go. You're welcome. Don't mention the, the previous attempt to the Vigilant, please. Now, if anyone asks, that rescue mission went off without a hitch. Oh, calm down, please.
I'm afraid I'm waiting for a message right now. See if the others need help.
Well, I've completed my task.
I hope you can meet my mentor one day. He'd be proud of your devotion.
It's my first task.
Hero named Ragnar the Red.
Do you think you could teach me to use a
Things
bow?
happened and then he
Archery
was
calls for a
dead.
steady hand. You'll shake when you write a shopping list.
The Legends of Skyrim. Ragnar the Red did something, now dead.
What is it?
He's a true nerd. He gets straight to the point, you know? Oh, wait. Do you need help with anything special? Is it already...
Stay vigilant.
Is it somehow already triggering the first special side quest? That says 3. I'm gonna ask.
Need something?
I'm gonna see.
Well, there is something. No, never mind. We have too many other jobs to do right now.
Okay, so she'll...
Check back once you've done a few more tasks. Clear up our workload a bit.
She'll be the first one to offer then, I believe. Well, what do you have for me?
Several travelers have reported being attacked by a werewolf. We need to find it and deal with it before anyone else is hurt.
Okay, so she has some non-vampire related quests. Got it.
Please be careful. Werewolves are terrifying beasts.
They're a little
something.
furry, you know? And, they tend to smell of wet dog. Kill the werewolf at Bitterblade Hollow. Is that new? Well, once again, it's gonna be the thing of it's gonna be from Creation Club, and I just don't remember because there's 800 Creation Club packs. Truth be told, I still haven't done all the Creation Club quests, just because, you know, I didn't care about some of them. Oh, wait, is Bitterblade Hollow within Runevald? I guess it is. I think most of the Creation Club quests that I haven't done are just tied to the houses, because there's a lot of them. And one thing I would love to see Bethesda do, which at this point, it's been a long time, so who knows if it'll ever happen, but I wish that Bethesda gave us a native way in-game to pick and choose which Creation Club packs we wanted if we had bought the full Anniversary Edition, because I don't need all the homes at once. I don't need all the player homes. And yes, there's mods on the Nexus to be able to pick and choose what you want, but I see no reason not to have that built in natively into the game. So, not that anyone from Bethesda is watching this, but that's my recommendation for the day. That's my little, hey, how about that for the day? Okay, what was that? Where is this leading me? What is going on? We have a Dremora, we have... Oh god, was that a Vigilant? That was a Vigilant.
Fus Roda!
I guess I didn't even need to come through Runevald at all. I guess it might have been the shortest way, that's probably why it led me through, but... I don't even know anymore. I'm just following the marker. I'm following what the marker says. I am at its mercy. I am beholden to it. You know how it is. Yeah, so I did not need to go through Runevald at all. It just was where the marker was taking me. It was where the quest marker was taking me in order to find Bitterblade Hollow. Now that could be a werewolf, that could be a regular wolf, it could be both. Oh, yep, okay, yep, you're the werewolf. Yep, I found you.
Fus!
I don't know why I thought a single word was gonna stagger him. I wasn't sure why I thought that at all. Well, your terror has reached its end. Which is funny, because, you know, the Imperials had a camp just right outside. Or, you know, very nearby. So the fact that they didn't do anything about it, like, come on.